Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I am going to be unboxing two orders I got of all Star Wars books. I ordered a couple things from Indigo, and then I ordered a bunch of stuff off of Poshmark, so that is all second hand, which is fantastic. And it is all Star Wars books because I have just been collecting all of the Star Wars books recently for whatever reason. I think I've come to a point where there's not many more movies I can collect, so what else Star Wars can I start to collect even though I have no room for these things? Books! And I have no room for them, but that's okay because that is a future Jodey problem. We're going to unbox these. Very excited. The first one I have, I actually just picked this up in the store, so it's not part of either of these, but it is a Star Wars book, so I thought I'd include it. I don't know when I'll be posting this video, but I am currently listening to the audio version of this book, and I'm like literally like 5 chapters in. I'm not far into it at all, but I am loving it. It is Star Wars Shadow of the Sith by Adam Christopher. I am loving it so far. So this book takes place between Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens. It is 17 years after the Empire has fallen, and it is about Luke Skywalker and Lando Calrissian hunting for Ochi of Bastoon, who is the Jedi hunter that we learn about in Rise of Skywalker. I am loving it so far. I believe so far this is one of the only things that has come out that gives us any sort of information regarding Rey's parents. I don't want to spoil too much, but at the moment I'm not very far into it, so I don't think talking about like the first 2 chapters is much of a spoiler, but in the first 2 chapters we do learn a little bit about Rey's parents, and Rey is there. She's like 6 years old, so I'm loving that. I think it's so cool. I don't know if he's a main character in any way, shape, or form, or if he was just in this one single part, but even Ben Solo was in it for a little bit, which I thought was so much fun. So anyway, I am really liking this so far. I'm like 5 chapters in. I just kind of went through quickly just to remember kind of where I am in the audio version, and I'm literally like 52 pages in of this over 400 page book, so it's gonna be good. I'm really liking it. And then I have my order from Indigo. This is the smaller of the two, so we'll open this guy up first. So this is actually kind of funny that I got this, because literally after ordering this I placed my order on Poshmark, and you'll see why it's funny after I show this. But the first book I got is a paperback copy of all 3 prequel movies. We have The Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, and Revenge of the Sith in this paperback version. Very cool. I thought I'd get this because I have a paperback version of all 3 original trilogy books, and I just thought this would kind of be cool and add to it. I might possibly return this because of what I got off Poshmark, but I mean, we'll see. If I can get it to fit on my collection, then why not keep it and just have all the copies, because as you know I collect all the copies of Star Wars movies, so why not have multiple copies of the books. I also really like this copy with Anakin going to the dark side, becoming Darth Vader. And then I have to give a big shout out to one of my best friends in the world, Tori, for this book. Tori told me about this book, but if you are on Star Wars Book Talk or anything like that, this is a very well-known book. This is Dark Disciple by Christy Golden. This takes place during the Clone Wars, and it is about a Jedi Knight named Quinlan Vos teaming up with the former apprentice of Count Dooku, Asajj Ventress, to assassinate Count Dooku. It is so freaking good. I've already finished this book. I listened to the audio version, and it is so good. I don't want to spoil too much, but it is heartbreaking. Oh my goodness. I was not expecting this from a Star Wars book. It was so incredible. If you like Star Wars content, especially if you like the prequels and the Clone Wars era of Star Wars, I cannot recommend this book enough. I do want to read one line of this book because it is absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to put just kind of like a little warning right here on the screen so that if you want to read this book but you don't want anything spoiled, once this warning goes away, you know to unmute this video. But I just have to read this one line because I listened to the audio version, like I said, of this book. I can't remember who narrated this book, but when that part happened, I literally had to pause and just kind of be like, wow, like that was amazing, because it reminded me very much of Rise of Skywalker, where kind of Rey declares herself a Jedi. I thought that part was so cool, and the book version of that is so cool. So anyway, I want to find and read something similar that happens in this book. I am not your kind, Voss said, his voice thick. I do not feed off vengeance. Truth was quiet. It did not need to shout or to demand. It simply existed. I am a Jedi. I just loved that part so much. The person who did the audio version of this, like literally, like it was such an incredible moment, and I just kind of love those like declarations of being a Jedi. I will definitely be listening to it again. I wish I could get a hardcover copy. I will definitely keep my eyes out for one, but for some reason I've heard that they're very hard to come by, so I'm very happy to have a copy of it for now. Now getting into my Poshmark order. It is a big one. I think I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 6 books from Poshmark. The first one I got here is called Luke Skywalker and the Shadows of Mindor. This is by Matthew Stover. I don't know if this book is canon. I'm gonna have to look it up. This one also looks like it takes place after Return of the Jedi. It looks like the author of this also wrote the novel version of Revenge of the Sith, so that's really cool. Very excited about this one. And then I have The Force Unleashed and The Force Unleashed 2. I don't know anything about the games, but it looks like it takes place when the Empire is in power. It says, the Sith always betray one another. I'm sure you'll learn that soon enough. Ooh, cool. I love this back part of the first one. Very cool. And that's the back of the second one. And then I have Star Wars The Clone Wars. Lots of prequel stuff. That's okay. Sam kind of looked at this one, and it kind of seems like this is kind of based on the animated movie The Clone Wars, not the TV shows, because that would make this a way thicker book. So I think this is kind of based on the movie from Lucasfilm Animation. So I think this is kind of where like Anakin meets Ahsoka for the first time, which is kind of cool, and they go and save Jabba the Hutt's little snail son or whatever he is, and this is just a cool cover. Love that so much. And then the last 3 that I got are all of the prequels in novel form. So that's why I said I might possibly return the prequels I got here in Indigo, because I got all 3 prequels on their own. I actually already own Attack of the Clones. I actually found it at Value Village of all places, but the person that I purchased from on Poshmark, they had like 2 different collections together. They had like one set of 4 and then a set of 3 books, so I couldn't like really like pick and choose. I just kind of like bought both of them. I mean, I maybe possibly could have asked for a discount and asked not to have this one, but I don't like being obnoxious on Poshmark. I just like being like, I will take this and I will take this. Take my money. This one is a different size, if you can see, from the other 2, which is random. So I'm gonna check the one I have, and if that one is the same size as these 2, then I'll probably just donate this copy. I'll probably donate 1 copy for sure, because I don't need 2 copies of the exact same copy of Attack of the Clones. And then we have The Phantom Menace, which is just a super cool copy with Darth Maul on the cover. And then we have Revenge of the Sith, which is such a cool cover. I also love the back of that. I do have all of the prequels like saved in my Audible library. I haven't actually had a chance to listen to them yet, because I just keep getting distracted with other things like Dark Disciple and stuff like that. Did I even say the name of that book? It's called Dark Disciple. I think I just showed it, but it's called Dark Disciple. It's really good. I haven't actually listened to the audio versions of the prequels yet, so they're in my library though, and I would absolutely love to listen to them eventually. With getting these 2 in particular, Phantom Menace and Revenge of the Sith, I now own all of the movies in novel form, with the exception of Solo and Rogue One. I don't know if Solo has a book. I'm sure it does. I'm sure it does, but I do need to get Rogue One. I own all of the like Skywalker Saga books, which is very fun, very cool. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is my 10 new Star Wars books that I got. That's going to be a fun adventure trying to get all of these onto my movie shelf, or not my movie shelf, but my like book movie shelf kind of a deal. Future Jodey problem, she'll deal with that later. I am very excited to own all of these. I love looking for these things on Poshmark so that I'm not buying more things from stores, producing more kind of things, you know what I mean. Buy secondhand if you have the option available to. That's gonna be it for now. Now it's Future Jodey time, and that means it's time to go try to figure out where to put all of these. So that's gonna be fun. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, I would love it if you would like and subscribe. I post new videos every single Friday, and I'd love to have you here. Thank you for watching. I will talk to you later. Bye everybody.